Well, the Boys Brigade, the entrance used to be on the South Sector Road, and our Field of Dreams, well, it's closed, the gate's closed, but that doesn't stop us, because this is Teresa's Gardens here, and this is down in Donore Avenue, and this is the way we have to come into Teresa's Gardens now. And I can't believe what I've seen here. So what I'm going to do is that you see here, we have a great sign here to start off, and it says, golfing prohibited by order. Now, Teresa's Gardens and golf seem to be a million miles away. What this is the entrance now, this is the entrance now into the Boys Brigade, where we used to know as Wembley and our Field of Dreams. And this is where it all happened. And there's our houses on the South Sector Road there. See, these houses are obliterated over here now. You cannot see our houses now because that used to be tackleberries over there, where those houses are. We used to be able to run across to get in here. And over there, in that very corner over there on the right over there, that was the entrance we used to come down to play, when we used to come in to play. And it was how the day that we come in to play with the two teams here, and we were Baldwin and that, and the two teams from Salem United and Clogher United playing. And we used to come, he came down that lane and told us to get out, because we were in here playing a match. These were rugby posts at the time. They were not soccer posts. These are soccer pitches here. How this place has been let go like this, I cannot because we used to play tennis, and we used to have the athletics in here. Dundalk used to be a pavilion up the top there, and there was an electric pole. The pole is still there, I think. I'm not mistaken. That's the pole still there, and just to the left of that goal post up there. And I think that used to be electrified there, and a lamp on it. And Dundalk used to train here, and we had Eileen Reid's father was here. He was over Dundalk, and we had Freddie Kiernan, Leo McDonough, Murray, and different people. We had Mr. Crampton off the canal. He used to come over and look after us too. But they had the top class people here, and as I say, Charlie Reid was the manager of Dundalk, and he used to look after them here, Freddie Kiernan. And then we had the athletics, and we Prince Anodyne over there where it says James Joyce, or Joyce and James, whatever it is over there. Prince Anodyne, Dick O'Rafferty, right? Dave Guiney, Reardon, Conway, Donald Flanagan, and we had cycling here, and we had Frankie Baird, Donnelly, and Vinnie Lyons, and Cyril Nolan, and this was the track around here. You can see here, this was the track, and this was the way, this was our dream here. This was unbelievable the way we used to play it here. And here was known, behind here, Tom, was known as the Wembley. And that was the hockey pitch. Now you see the soccer pitches on it, and the soccer pitches are on this thing. And that was nothing there. And then we used to have to come over the Bailey Gibson's wall over the top there, where the greenery is on the left. And that was the way in, you had to. So what I'm saying to you is, and Tom will do a bit of a span there, and I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to try and reenact for you the little things that happened here. And one of the things, primarily what the Boys Brigade was about, was about rugby. And we used to play the rugby with them. And just say, instead of the rugby post now, we have the soccer post. So I'm just going to play the game and just bring back and let these flash through your mind what we used to have here. And this is the way it was. It didn't go, no score, but that doesn't matter. That's what it was, a rugby we used to play. And then when we come along here, and we had the Salem United versus Clogher United. And the thing about it then was, this place was so manicured at the time, right? And just on the reflection, you say, well, this is it. And I remember playing, and I remember Cyril Nolan playing, and Cyril was playing for us, and Cyril scored that day, and that's the way. And I was putting around the goal, running around the goal. Here, ball comes over, bang, wait. Cyril is a star, a mega star. And that was because that's the way it was. It was the soccer and the rugby. But not alone that, one of the things here, and I'll never forget, when we played it here, that all the games, when you think it's unimaginable now, but we used to, and we had the tennis here. We used to play tennis, playing tennis here. Look at it now and you say, how could you play tennis there? But there was lawns over there with tennis. And then we had the cricket, and the cricket was played here, and we had the guy coming up with the old googly, and he'd put a bit of spin on it, and that was the cricket. And we had this tennis. And every day something happened here. And the thing about it, why it was so inspirational is this. You see Wills is over here. Well, they were glass. They were all glasses over there in the building there. And you see the people up there. That was the grandstand. That was our Wembley, because those people used to watch us playing up there. And we used to play to the people up there in those glasses up there. Because they used to be walking along there doing their work or doing it here. And we were doing a performing here. And we actually played to these people because they were our audience. And even when the lads came down here from the rugby and the soccer and all that, if they were here during the day, these people were working, but these people were doing it here. And that kind of was inspirational to us, because unconsciously we used to be playing to this, and they were that was our grandstand there. And then when it was all over, we had to scurry back through where those railings are, back over to Cyril Ellis's, or my grandmother's, and back in there. And then the dream was over for that day. But the thing about it was here again tomorrow. It was always going to be here. And then on special days we used to play up here, and we had a beautiful surface up there. We played there. But I still think, and I still see Liam Hennessy and different people. But one of the great things that happened here, was one day we had a sports meeting. And all the people were here. It was the Irish Championship or something. I forget it was. And it was a Saturday. I remember it was on a Saturday. And there was a javelin competition. And lo and behold, you won't believe it, but this is the thing. So we're down here, we're having a jam, we're all playing around for it. You won't believe it. This guy gets the javelin. Bang! Throws the javelin. Somebody shouts, "Look out! Look out!" Turned around. Jim Ellis turns around, and the javelin is here. Jim is here. And they had to take Jim down to the local hospital. And that guy holds the record for the world's longest javelin throw, because he went from Shalgrove Park here to the Meath Hospital, because the javelin here. So Guinness Book of Records never acknowledged it, but we did. But I'm going to leave you on this, and I'm going to say to you here that this will never change. I don't care. World Cup. You can have what you like. You can have your World Cup, you can have your Wembleys, you can have your Wimbledon, you can have anything you like. But to us, this was our field of dreams. This was where it all happened. This is where we lived the dream. And for those people that were here, and I look at it now and I say, God, will somebody just get a hold of it and bring it back? Because look, isn't it beautiful? Look, it's the area, the ground, and the amenities that's here. And because maybe behind me here we have a location here that got a bad name, but it wouldn't take an awful lot to put this right. It wouldn't take an awful lot of supervision even to put it right, because I don't see these things here. I see captains. I see Baldwin coming down there, Captain Shannon, Fullerton, and these people, and Charlie Verso. I see Freddie Kiernan, and I see Vinnie Lyons, and I don't see all these trees. I don't see any of that stuff. I just see what I want to see. And that's the dreams, and the dreams that were here for us. And this place will be sacred forever. And may, please God, I hope in my time somebody will bring it back to what it was. It's the end of our story. We've travelled the highway, and we've been down along the pathway, and we followed our dream, we followed our star. And I have to say to you lads and girls, that we were the chosen few. We were the ones. We had a chosen lifestyle, and it stands to us today because our standards are so high and we expect so much, but they'll never take our dreams away. And the main thing is keep dreaming, because I tell you what, you're entitled to it. You just pay your dues, you did. Remember that.